Thank y'all for tuning in to the Telling on Myself podcast.
Where we tell it all.
But we ain't doing no snitching. Listen, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
And do not forget to turn on your notifications.
Yeah. Don't forget to turn on your notifications. For sure.
I felt like a flight attendant. Don't forget to turn on your notifications. Please keep your seatbelt on. The seatbelt line.
On that note, we hope y'all enjoyed the next episode. All right, so my question is, what attracts you to people?
Shoot, they gotta have physically fit body, nice smile with good teeth. Definitely gotta be ambitious, successful.
Did you hear the question?
Yeah, you said.
What attracts you to people? Like attractive, like qualities. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's a totally different question. That's a totally different question.
You tripping.
So I'll just list off a few things real quick. You know, I like people that follow through. I love people that are a man or a woman of their word. I love people that are like even keeled, that don't really like be set off by too much. You know, they're in control of their emotions because they're emotionally intelligent. I like that. I like those few things.
So you like the emotional intelligence? Okay, check. All right, I got that. Follow through. NA right now. What was your first one?
I said follow through. I said emotional intelligence, and then I said slow to anger, like people that are even keeled.
Yeah, NA again. So I guess I must have just got lucky.
Why?
I'm 2 out of 3 in the negatives. I'm still working on that whole quick to anger thing and the execution. Yeah, I'm working on it, man. I'm getting it together. I wasn't raised around executioners, so to speak. Most people I grew up around, man, they would just do a whole bunch of talking. You know, just a bunch of lofty dreams and ideas, and hardly ever any like completion.
Yeah.
Hardly ever have I seen a project start and complete by the same person.
Sheesh.
Like, I'm working towards like breaking that stigma. You know, once we built our first house from the ground up, like it tripped me out the amount of like messages and comments and texts and all type of random things. Like people was hitting me up like, oh my god, like like oh my god, I can't believe. I'm like, man, like more than it sounded congratulatory.
Yeah.
It sounded like shocked. Like what? You actually
finished
did it?
something?
Like, oh my gosh. Like, dang,
but you know what? There's power in finishing. Like there's power in finishing not only for yourself, but also for the people around you. Like when you finish something for yourself, it builds confidence in yourself for the next thing, whatever that next goal is. It's almost like the goalpost will keep moving because once you've conquered and finished this one thing, you're like, man, if I could do this, because we started with flips, you know, with flipping a house, remodeling spaces, our own spaces, commercial spaces that we did. We did the wig shop. We did a few other things, and then we just like randomly decided, hey, let's build a modern modular home from the ground up. Like what the heck? And because we finished those smaller projects, I feel like we felt the confidence, even though it was a freaking huge task, we were able to finish it and build confidence in not only ourselves, but people around us started being like, oh dang, like y'all for real. Like,
yeah. But
like,
then also people around us started kind of like acting funny also.
Shoot.
So it's like, man, I even noticed that. It's like if you do complete something,
yeah,
on one side you got the people that's gonna be like, wow, hooray, yay, you know, congratulations, you completed whatever.
Yeah.
But it's a trip how like you'll still have people on the other side that's just like low key, sometimes even high key hating.
Yeah.
Like, dang, dry snitch. Like, come on, man. Like, yeah. So, man, if it's really one thing I don't like the sneaky folks, the ones that act like they happy for you, you know, and they kind of, you know, fake.
You can just tell by the way that they talk, the way that they say stuff. Like,
I don't like
they be leaving off emojis and shit, but to everybody else, they leave emojis, but not to us.
To me, it's like there's like other underlying factors underneath that.
Yeah, like what?
I don't know. It could be, it could be a lot of different factors that'll make a person seem sneaky or deceptive.
Yeah.
I think deception is probably like at the core. You know, you're just looking to deceive or get over.
Yeah, if you sneaky, that means you calculated, you like thought things through. and you still decided to do it. Who hurt you? Like where is this coming from? Like, obviously nobody likes sneaky people, but like, what was that thing? Like, who was that person that like made you go on the trajectory of like, man, like sneaky people are sneaky?
Well, I didn't think it was that deep. I guess since you asked like that,
You seemed passionate about it, so maybe there's a story there.
sneaky. I think I've been feeling this way for. I've been this way for a while. Like my stance. I could take that all the way back to like high school. Like I remember I was talking to this girl for a short period of time who ended up messing with one of somebody close to me at the time.
Oh,
and
she cheated.
And I feel like that right there, that's what like put me on a path. For sure. Yeah, it put me on a vindictive path at the time.
So she cheated, and then what did you do?
I started cheating.
Oh.
Yeah. That really, that really put me on a crazy roller coaster ride. At that point, it was no rules in love and war or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you were only cheating back to her, and y'all stay together. You started cheating in general.
Well, I just started cheating on everybody.
Why?
Because I don't know, man. I guess my premature brain at the time, that's how I process things. I felt like, I think it was like a trauma response or something like that. Like I don't know. I think it was somewhat of a trauma response, because it was like, oh wow, like cheated on, never happen again. I'll do the cheating first moving forward. Like, you know,
Oh, no.
I ain't gonna let them beat me to the punch.
Okay, so like if you were the first one cheating, what prompted you to cheat? Like if you're not getting, like, I can understand. I don't condone it, but I can understand.
If you seemed a dab of sneaky or like holding something back or acting fun or any of that,
you just automatically assumed they was cheating, so you was gonna cheat.
Over with.
You was gonna cheat back, but they ain't even cheating.
Oh shit.
That seems a little bit unfair.
I'm doing some premeditating, what they call it? Not premeditated cheating. Like I'm doing preventative measures. Yeah.
Preventative cheating.
Yeah, preventative cheating. I'm just.
I know you gonna cheat on me just because you moving a little funny. Meanwhile, she's planning you a surprise birthday party or something.
Don't surprise me. Yeah, don't surprise me.
You're like one of those people like, I don't like surprises.
Yeah.
Because that shit come off as sneaky.
Yeah.
Now I never cheated, but
please.
I have never cheated, but I was a part of a cheating situation. Let me tell it real quick. So, okay. I wasn't even dating this guy. So, you know, like how they say it in the movie, in Friday, how you get fired on your day off. I felt like I was getting cheated on.
You got fired on your day off?
Well, I got cheated on while not being in a relationship. My bad if I spat on you. Like that shit went. But basically, I was like dating this guy, and mind you, I had never posted this man ever. Like, but we would just like if we were on a date, we would just post that we were at the location. So he would post separately, I would post separately, because we were both like, we were really on that. Like, we knew that we weren't, you know, exclusively dating, and we knew that we weren't really either ready for that. So anyway, we were just going about our business. I had a follower that I had mutually with the guy, and I didn't know. And her and I would DM randomly all the time. Well, one time she like randomly like messages me months and months into like this dating situation. And she's like, hey, are you dating so-and-so? And I was like flabbergasted, because I was like, I have never posted this man, not even so much like because he had tattoos and all kinds of stuff. So I was very like conscious of not posting it, because I was like, man, people are gonna know like if I talk about this guy. So if I post this guy, so I didn't. So I was very shocked as to like how she knew like literally like the exact person that it was. And I said, girl, like, how did you know that? And she was like, don't ask me how I know, but I've been putting the dots together for months. And she was like, this is a case for the FBI.
Don't ask me how I know, but I've been putting the dots together for months.
Yes. Like, she was like, girl,
she sounds sick.
Well, you know, maybe she has, just like you don't like sneaky people, maybe she's like, you know, putting things in together.
Hey, mind your business, kids.
Anyway. No, but she saved me from looking
except for you, lady.
Stupid, because basically, you know, she told me, she was like, girl, he's had a girl for like 2 years. Look at, like, she showed me the girl's profile and his profile. And basically, like, there were times where they were both out of the country in the same country, in the same hotel, in the same excursion. Like, obviously they were together, but it was like, you know, the type of thing where like the guy doesn't ever post the girl, but they're literally living together. They have a dog together. They probably have stuff in each other's names and
be traveling together.
Traveling together, but like they don't
taking each other's pictures.
Yeah, take my
you stand over there and take it.
Oh no. And we've known a few people that the girl, and it's normally the girl that is like, you know, posting the guy, all this stuff, and the guy's literally all his pictures are of himself, like at these places. So that was kind of like the thing that was going on, and I was like, dang, like, how am I in this situation? Like, I'm thinking she's telling me that he's cheating on me, even though we're like in a situationship. Meanwhile, I'm not even the main character. I'm the side piece the whole time, and I had no idea. And I'm like, damn.
Plot twist. You're not it.
Yeah, so I guess I cheated, but like not really. Like, I didn't know that I was in a cheating
you
scheme.
Wasn't cheating that wasn't you didn't cheat at all. You got cheated on, and y'all wasn't even together. You just crazy.
It was just, you know, he was just the dude that I was hanging out with for those few months. Like, we were going on dates. Like, it just seemed very like, oh, you know, like we're like dating, like, you know, like
that's what it seems.
So like, clearly I just wouldn't expect for you to have a serious girlfriend that you're traveling with and all this stuff. Like, yeah,
you one of those?
Yeah,
you are.
Well, one of what?
Oh man, you one of the ones that a dude could be in a long-term relationship with somebody for just 10 years, and you just, I never knew. He was just so smooth, man. Please,
well,
ain't nobody that smooth, bro.
Well, had they lived together or something, and I could go to his place and like look for context clues for a scrunchie, a bobby pin, something pink, like a tampon, like, man,
I done got caught for less, and I didn't live with the girl at the time either. But she sure ran up. Anyway,
she did.
Man, that was,
she came knocking on the door.
Man, that was such a crazy thing. Man, shout out to my boy Jay. Man, he know what I'm talking about. Man,
what are you talking about?
Man, this is one of them telling on myself later episodes.
Oh, okay.
But nah. Basically, this ain't even about me. Who you the one got lied to? But
yeah, man.
I was the one doing the lying.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. So, we on opposite sides.
I had these two girls. Yeah, man. Go ahead.
You had these two girls and what?
Nothing. Basically, I got caught cheating, and it was just like what you say Friday. How you get fired on your day off? Well, I broke up with one girl earlier that day because I knew that the other girl was coming into town.
Trifling.
So I already was planning on breaking up with the first girl anyway, just in general. But I'm really breaking up with you today because my
girlfriend, I'm out of town, fucking with my ride.
I was feeling the other one, and the other one was just more exciting and just nice and just, you know, just deeper person. Mentally stimulating,
emotionally intelligent.
Yeah, like emotionally intelligent, but just like similar interests. The other one it wasn't quite like that. I'm not even gonna say what it was like at the time.
Okay.
You know, we've all, I'm assuming, been grown since then as people. You know,
sure,
whatever.
I would hope so.
But anyway, I broke up with girl 1 earlier that day. Girl 2 comes into town. I put her bags in my apartment. I don't tuck them away. And I take girl 2 out. Well, silly me. Girl 1 has a key to my apartment. Dum, dum, dum. Girl 1 isn't taking no for an answer. I said, hey, listen, girl 1, we broke up, all right? She says, I hear you.
Let's work things out.
I said, man, let's work them out on Tuesday. Like, chill out.
It's like, when does your flight leave? Tuesday morning? Hey, do you want to come Tuesday afternoon?
So me and girl 2, we hanging out all day, all night. We get back to my spot, and girl 1 pulls up on us, blocks my car, and scream. I mean, she would jump out, beating all on the window. Are you for real? You for real? This what you gonna do? Like, man, it was crazy. Like,
Oh my God.
girl 2 sitting in the passenger seat, like, say, man, you better get your man. Say,
She's like, ooh, the ghetto.
man,
Ghetto.
And technically, we was in the actual ghetto, man. Shout out to them boys over there in North Dallas, man. We was Forest and Adelia.
Hey, yeah,
At the
that's
time,
it.
we was at the Indigo at the time. Oh man, boy, times have changed since then. That's crazy. But yeah, she jumped out on us, and the way the story ended, we all just sitting in the apartment. I'm like, how did we get here? If you started off banging on my window, talking about, get out the car, get out the
Now
car.
y'all are kumbayaing
Now we literally
in here.
all in the apartment, like, man.
How did the new girl, the girl too, she's just sitting there, like, yeah.
She just like mentally off her rocker, gotta be. So that must be why we connected, because all of a sudden she's being like nurturing the girl 1. It's okay, it's okay.
Oh,
like she's
no.
telling I done told girl one, listen, I don't want to be with you. And girl 1 is like, I don't believe you. Like, look me in my eyes and tell me. Like, so you sure about that? I said, look here, I don't want to be with you.
Oh,
I want to be with girl 2. But I was a a-hole then, man. I don't like how I handled that situation. If I could do that situation again, I would totally do it a different way. I wouldn't even put myself in that situation. To be
you
honest with
apologized to her years later, didn't you?
Yeah. Eventually, I apologized and all of that. Because I'm like, man.
I said years later. I was giving you the benefit of the doubt. I didn't know if you were going to say yes or no.
man, I grew a conscience after that. And,
Yeah.
you know, I was able to look back on my transgressions and, you know, apologize and, you know, wish her well and ask for her forgiveness. And it would have been understandable if she would have been like, nah, fool.
I don't forgive you.
I'd been like, man, I tried. All in all, lying never really pans out. That don't pay.
Nah, speaking of lying though, I was just looking. We got a DM from one of our Toms. They said, can I tell on myself? I have a dilemma. I love my partner, but have noticed an increase of insecurities. Early on in our relationship, we would freely talk about our past experiences. As of late, the past seems to come up more and more. I always try to give positive reinforcement to my partner to try and love him through his insecurities. A few days ago, he asked me a size-related question and wanted to know where he truthfully stood. Now, to understand the question I'm about to ask y'all must know that in the dating stage, we weren't official and I didn't foresee us long term. I told a lie that stroked his ego. Now we are in a committed relationship and we have been working on truth and communication. So my question to y'all is, should I tell the truth and hurt his ego, or uphold the lie and keep the peace?
Man, you should have hurt his ego a long time ago. Now he ought to break up with you.
I mean, okay, so I think that honesty is always the best policy. I will agree with that as a blanket statement. However, I understand where she's coming from by because to me, what I'm getting from the question, it being a size question, this isn't a very serious thing. Why is he even first of all, I'm like, why do you even have these questions?
Man, if you can't tell the truth about the small things, no pun intended.
Nah.
I'm just saying, if you can't tell the truth about it, then man, I can't trust you with the man. No.
And I get that. I get that. If you lie about the little things, you're definitely gonna lie. You probably lie about big things. So I understand that too. But I think it's kind of one of those things that
sound like an exact situation.
It's not because she's basically saying that I lied at the very beginning about a frivolous small lie that stroked his ego. It wasn't anything super serious. And now he's asking again, and we've been talking about truth and working on being truthful and honest with each other. So
asking again, man. She a bad liar, man. He sniffed it up out of her whenever she lied the first time.
Yeah, because she did say that he asked her a few days ago. So maybe she just didn't answer him, or maybe she just
maybe not.
I don't know. We don't. We're gonna have to DM this person back. But cousins, let us know. What do you think she should do in this situation? Should she just keep the peace, don't ruffle any feathers, leave it at whatever you had said, just keep the status quo, and maybe it won't bring anything else from this, or tell the truth, hopefully get through the situation, Or maybe, maybe you got to tell the truth so you can see if this is the person that you even want to be with.
Man, y'all wild, man. Y'all wild. I'll tell you what.
I mean, hey, these situations happen all the time, every day. Sometimes, at the beginning of a relationship, you may say things to try to like appease or like kind of, stroke the ego, or just be like, oh yeah, you are the so-and-so, or like, oh, you're this or that to me. But then in reality, like once you actually get into the relationship, you're kind of like, maybe that wasn't all the way true. And now you're being asked about it and you're like, oh,
but I really love you.
I mean,
yeah, I hear you. Not enough to tell the truth though, but hey, I guess that's another story for another day. Stroking ego. Man, y'all say that, bro. That came in the DM?
That came in the DM, and we've been getting a few submissions. People be like, hey, help us out.
I don't be checking the DMs. I didn't even see it.
I be checking them, so keep sending them because we want to help y'all. And sometimes you need an unbiased people that don't know who you are, that are not going to sugarcoat. And also, if we can't help you, people in the comments will, and they ruthless, so they gonna tell you the truth no matter what.
Yeah. So help us, help y'all, help each other, help us again.
Yeah. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode of Telling on Myself.
And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And also, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like if you forgot.
Yeah. Yeah. Till next time, man. Peace.
Peace.